So if you go, this is our webpage, cowetapubliclibrary.org. If you go to our digital library, and we go to Galileo, and full. If you're at home and you're using Galileo, you have to use your library card and PIN number to access it. But see, it's got this, which is your ancestry. It's got the Digital Library of Georgia. It has the historic newspapers in here somewhere.
And if you just Google historic newspapers,
yeah.
you'll look for the Galileo website, and it'll take you to the historic newspapers, and then you can search it by date or name.
Yeah, and I have a sign-in for historic newspapers at the records desk that I can use without anything. So, but yeah, the ancestry. There's lots of stuff on here. Legal forms, heritage quest. Canopy is a streaming service. You can watch movies. So anyway, if you ever have any questions, just come and ask. We're here to help you. So let me get back to her. Here we go.
Okay, so welcome. Thank you, Amy. Welcome to the first program of this series of Lunch and Learn. I am Monica Haynes. I'm a volunteer here at the History Center and at the Genealogical Society. So what we're trying to do is just show the history of Coweta County and using both organizations working together with artifacts such as newspapers, Bibles, county records. We have a ton of historic records there at the Genealogical Library that we'll be swapping out with stuff here at the History Center. We are located on, let's see, 8 Carmichael Street. Here's our little building. You would not believe it, but this place is about full with artifacts. We have our volumes of resource material. We have over 15,000 printed volumes of reference material. Microfilm, microfiche, we can still use all of that stuff. Maps, dated newspapers dating back to 1865, which we will not pull out for you. Some of the later ones we will. Old ones are coming apart. We're just kind of trying to keep them intact until we can find somebody that can store them and preserve them, which may be the History Center at some point. This is the Georgia room. There was originally 161 counties, as it says here. Now there's only 159. Milton and Old Campbell no longer exist, but we do have records in our library for those counties. This is Alabama to New York. We have everything set up so that you have your state first, statewide information first for each state, and then it goes into the counties in alphabetical order, and then you go to the next state. And then North Carolina through Texas, we ran out of room, so we had to move into the dining room.
I didn't realize you had all the states and stuff there.
There's
Yes.
not a lot.
And this is our family history room. Some of you have been in there, so you know what it looks like, but a lot of it is, it's all family history. Some of it's been published, some of it is just done on a home computer, and we'll put it together for you. We have a binding machine, and we can spiral bind some of those. These are our old newspapers. And they're normally 2 copies of the newspaper, the sheriff's copy or the probate copy, and then the newspaper copy. These are all the probate copies.
What's the difference?
They have to keep, for legal reasons, for the legal actions in the newspaper, the probate would keep a copy. When they decided to, I don't know how the library got them before I was involved, so I don't know how they got them. But they digitized a lot of the stuff at the probate, just like going on Ancestry or Family Search and doing searches for land lots. It's all digitized now, whereas used to you'd have to go to the courthouses.
Now, we have the Noonan Times here on microfilm back probably to the 1800s, but I don't think it was 5 years ago maybe that they haven't been, we're trying to work with them for them to keep sending it, but they haven't been putting them on film anymore.
We have on microfilm up to 1949.
Yeah, we have before and after that. We have a machine you can use to look at it and print it and everything. We have a new machine we got, the old one.
Yep, we got a new one. So that runs through and puts it into a PDF file
Yeah,
on the computer.
exactly.
Yes, we have one of those too. And then this is where we keep our microfilm in the kitchen.
Hey.
Ran out of room again, so we put them in the kitchen. These are some of the historic papers. You'll notice, not papers, well, those are papers, yes, and those. But these are county records. These are deed books dating back to 1828, the first deeds. And this is the grantee grantor books, the selling and buying of property in those days. And sometimes when they did the land lottery, I think they started drawing in 1827. I think they started drawing, or it may have been 27. It was in April or May of 1826 or 27. They started doing the actual drawing for the land lotteries. And you will see all of those in those books. And sometimes those pieces of land would change hands 5 times in one day. Because you would draw a piece of land and you're like, well, I don't want to be there. So they would swap around. They swap, and each land lot was 202.5 acres. So they would just swap everything around and it would change hands sometimes 5 times. And between the History Center and the Genealogical Library working together, we can help you trace your property back to the land lottery using those books. This is actually our bathroom. This is our extra books. We built shelves in the bathroom because again, we ran out of room. And these are books that we have for sale.
What are they?
It's genealogical. There's Ted Brooks did a lot of genealogical stuff. You got new historic newspapers, birth marriages. You got cemeteries from all over the state, not just Coweta. We do the whole state. So you'll have all different counties and communities within these books. And we have a list of those on our website.
So, it's based on cost. Did she do books similar to what Ted Brooks did?
Yes, she did.
Ted Brooks wrote, took each county or several counties and documented I've known a lot of information on my family in those books because he had pulled records from that county. And
Yeah, we have some of those, I think, here in the library, and we have some family histories. We also have some, not just Coweta, but other counties around in Georgia. I've seen them, but
And Ted Brooks left off in 1887. He did. I had picked up, and at that date, we started doing births, marriages, and deaths. And we're going to do a book to continue on with his work.
just for Coweta County?
It'll be out of the New Herald and Advertiser, 1887 up to 1909. That's what I'm working on. These are displays we've done. The Coweta County Kiwanis Fair, and then the National Pairing, which Carolyn helped me with because we did Brown's Mill and the Genealogical Society, and did a booth at the National Fair. And this is just us being us. This is this was one day at the library, and this is what you'll see when you go in. There's Tom sitting there, and people just doing research. This is our inventory, a list of you can come in there and ask us about a genealogical book or whatever, and we can look at our inventories on the Excel spreadsheet and pull it up. You give us an author of a genealogical book, we can search it and see if we have it. Because coming up classes have already gone. The Susan Watley family, we talked about her earlier, did a presentation, and we're talking about repeating that because we didn't get a lot of people there that day. And it was bad weather or something. Anyway, she's going to come back and do it again, I think, and do more in depth with that. And these are our hours and our location. So that's it on that. But if you have any questions, we don't cover just Coweta, we cover the nation. We started out with the migration trail from the Carolinas, Virginia, the Carolinas down through Georgia, and then as lands opened up through Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, westward. So we followed that migration trail to start with. Now we're branching out. And like we have members from all over the nation. We're actually working on a program right now because we have all these books that's not indexed, we don't have enough volunteers to do all the stuff that needs to be done to keep it going. So people from other states are volunteering. We send them documents, they transcribe them or index a book for us and send it back to us all through email. So that's helping us out a lot. Because it's awful to go grab a book and you're looking for somebody, you have to read the whole book to find that one name. And it may tell you something, it may not. So having them indexed is a big deal. So anybody got any questions? Just want to emphasize we're working with the History Center. Like I said, I'm a member at the History Center, and we're trying to incorporate the historical facts and events in Coweta County, and using the Genealogical Society and researching the people and historical facts of the county. So, anybody got any questions?
Monica, I hear you right. Could you take your current address, what the land you're on now, you could trace it back to the land lot?
Yes. Through Family Search, which is a free site.
Yeah.
And all the probate records are on there, so you can search it.
Never thought of it.
And we have detailed instructions at the Genealogical Library on how to do that. And actually, I think Amy has done a class on that, and we may redo that class if we have enough interest in it.
I would think if I owned a home downtown, I'd want to know.
We've actually taken people, Monica and I have actually taken people over to the Justice Center into the deed vault in there and taught them how to do their research. In fact, Steve was one of them. He was working on the property for Coweta for Noonan High School, and we just teach people how to do that, and then they can keep on going once they get the hang of it.
And we lost a really good member here
Oh, wow, yes.
a month or so ago, Chuck Witcher.
Yes.
It just breaks my heart when I found that out, but he was the guru of the Justice Center in Hebrew. If
He
you had
was.
any questions whatsoever, Chuck could answer. He helped me out so much doing research at the Justice Center. And we're really going to miss him.
Right.
Did you have anything else, girl?
I think you covered everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go into the History Center? We can check out the History Center and you can kind of get a preview of some of the upcoming programs and see what we have to offer.